Hi guys, long time since I've made any video. So this month we had elections, and on the daily it all kick-started on the 5th. So as you can see, we have a huge order block here, and just the algorithm starts pulling to this buy side liquidity. So we have a rejection block there that may act as an inversion. So I'm expecting some kind of retracement today, like a TGIF type of movement. So we have the week starting here on the 4th. So let's put it a TGIF candle on the 1st to the high. So we have seen how much over 1,000 points climbing higher. So now it's bound to retrace a little bit. So I'm expecting at least it to arrive to the point 20 today on a TGIF movement. So I started the day trying to get long here, but in fact it was rejecting, and I just was in drawdown. So I was in around $300 in drawdown, and I entered short a little bit closer to this rejection block there and start selling. I had around 6 lots, and now I'm just traveling with 3 because I want to keep a positive balance. So I don't care if it comes back to my stop. So I've put the stop at break even right now. So you can see on the 1 minute it's completely collapsing. It's already passed through this bullish order block, so I expect it to be as an inversion from this level, and hopefully we'll get it somewhere around after kicking off this buy side imbalance buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency on a 15-minute. On an hourly basis we have all this fair value gap, but if we consider that we came from all these lows, we are in a high premium. So if we put it again, so 50% of the swing, it's around here. So I'm expecting it after so much volatility to go back into the range. So this is the trading range consolidation. It was doing the consolidation on these levels, and more or less around here. So I expect the movement back until this new week opening gap 50%, or this new week opening gap, which would be an OTE entry long to go higher. Before that, I think there's a little bit retracement in order. I'm not seeing it just bumping into this rejection block and then skyrocketing higher. Although one can argue that this can be acting as this would be a breaker. So if we are really bullish, this may act as a breaker, but I don't think so, because we did not came higher and then lower to make this as a completely valid breaker. I think they just took buy side, and now they are pulling price back into the range. Let's see how it closes today. But if we put it back on the TGIF, so these levels 2113.5 it's something I'm targeting to get out of this trade. So let's see how it performs. So I'm no more bothered with price coming back to me, because I already achieved recovering the account, staying in the positive balance on Friday. So this would be the sole trade for today. Normally, after a large range day, we should trade on the afternoon. Avoid skipping the open. But again, we have so many. It has been unstoppable, no retracement whatsoever. So a little bit of retracement is in order, I would say. Even we can measure this type of retracement as much as this. For instance, having such a retracement would not shock me, or a retracement similar to this one. For instance, just counting with the bodies. So if I'm just counting with the body, the retracement would pull us all the way back to this order block. So for a 3000 K, but since I'm doing this challenge, this is a combine, so I've set the parameters not to overpass the 1500, so I'll get out on the 0.2 a little bit before, and then we'll see during the day if I can have another extra points to make the 1500 for the day. And that's it, unless I could easily consider this middle of the TGIF, which is so more or less around the 2950, 75. So this would achieve, I have a trigger that pulls me out of the trade as soon as I do 1500, so I could just wait for this to show, and then I'll be triggered somewhere inside of this range. So we are closely approaching to the rejection block, and let's look at the trade on a 4-hour basis. Still this BC to be overtaken. Let's remove this square. This is the potential drop that I was calculating, so we could expect a retracement as low as potential this level, which is the top, touching the top of the consolidation. If we count the wicks, it would be more or less like that. So this was stop hunt, they came back, stop hunt again, and then they broke finally the consolidation. Then we have an order block there. So something like this, middle of this week. This is a valid order block. Price pulled higher after breaking this, so this is a valid fair value gap with a valid order block here. So actually I'm not expecting too much price going lower than this order block here, while we also have there all of this is a breaker block, these candles, especially this last one, and possibly this one that touches the high of this consolidation. So, well, thank you guys. So I hope you enjoyed this wrapping up. I'll put the price again where I want to get out. If not, I'll just be, stopped out at break even with a miner $89 pocketed. See you soon. Let's see during the day how this evaluates. I like to also go on the 15-second chart, so I could easily do this. But I'm expecting some kind of retracement sooner because price has been just moving lower. But you see, I think this no resistance liquidity profile type of trade, and I think it just will bump this order block. It has not been coming back to these order blocks, so here was just that touch, and here we have the tip of the order block. It was respected, so we have low 21,151 and a quarter, and the highs 21,151 and a quarter. So basically I could even put my stop loss over there because this is algorithmic. Price just came and tagged exactly that level, and now it's still moving lower while we be arriving at this order block. So what I will do is let me see if I take something off here. Yeah, the rejection block. Let me do that. Buy. So put it up. Put something out of the trade there, and leave all the second two lots moving lower until this gap is completely closed. Now I'm watching a retracement. I don't want to be stopped prematurely, so what I can do is put over there, because if price comes and tags this one, this becomes something else. So while we have a potential inversion fair value gap there on a 30-second chart, let's see how it behaves there. So I'll be pulling out one lot before the rejection block. So the rejection block comes at 21,126 and a half, and I'll be 1 point above. I'll be moving out with just this one lot as a partial. Why here? Because we have the rejection block. I'm counting this on the red candle. This is the one that produced the big wick and drove price lower. So this open comes at 126 and a quarter, so 126 and a half, and my exit 127 and a half. Potential false flag here, bullish false flag, you know, like yay, but no, still have the rejection block below on higher time frame. I mean, we also have rejection block matched with 1 hour buy side imbalances, sell side inefficiency here. See there. Okay. Let's see. Let's wait a little bit if it tags me out on this partial, and then I'll be taking another partial here, and then let's see if it gets animated and wants to reach the 0.3 on the TGIF levels I'm pointing out. So in a summary, entered near this rejection block, partial in this rejection block on a daily candle, and let's see if price holds there and just snaps back, or we see price coming down to the 0.2, 0.3. So almost there. Looks like it, almost like a change in market structure on a 15-second, but on a 1 minute we have all this order block that did not produce much of a fair value gap. If you see, everything is overlapping, so I expect this to be the final order block that will push through this rejection block, creating an imbalance and breakaway. Regarding breakaway gaps, we have potential this one in 15 minutes. This is a balanced price range, so there's no fair value gaps apart from this one that stood open, where I not entered. I entered a little bit above, but I kept adding to the position. So now this is my average price entry. Let's see if I can get out with this partial. Massive order block here with consolidation, so price might want to take it or reach the half of this 5-minute wick. It touched it there or did not. Let me see. 143 and a quarter, so it's flirting with this level. 5-minute discount wick, and then lastly I'm expecting this to turn around and just drop through this fair value gap that is a 1 hour fair value gap. So it's a buy side imbalance that will become inverted. So this will become a minus fair value gap 1 hour. So we had a false flag, price came down, tagged this level. What time is it? We are approaching 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock will be here. So this is basically 76 points for this partial. Further down, expecting another close to 200 points. Price driving lower. So I think at 6 o'clock price will just it will need to react either higher or lower. So either takes me out with the 200 or takes this partial off. So the rejection block, it's over there. So 59, let's see how it behaves. 25. Now 25 seconds. So this was the and now 45 and 50. Let's check it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, nothing. And now 50. 50 should pull it, either higher or lower. So it creates a lower low here. So now on top of this 6 o'clock, no wick. So I don't like that. When there's a no wick, price might want to come back and this could be an entry. But this opened at 144 and 3/4. The low of this is 144 and 3/4, so this is matching there. It might be enough to push price lower, so this is the hand of the order block with the volume imbalance there. So let's put our stop there. Now I want to put my stop above here. This is the candle that generated the imbalance there. There's a volume imbalance also here. So this was a volume imbalance. Price came, filled it on 15 second volume imbalance. Okay. So false bullish flag. Price came lower, made the lower low by a tick twice. Came to this and failed at the consequent encroachment of this candle here, and now it's moving lower. So this is the daily rejection block. Let's put the name on it. Plus rejection block daily. Right, middle. So let's see if it wants to tag it perfectly, but this is creating already an order block to push price much more lower. So I'll be moving out with one. Just putting my stop there. So the 6 o'clock candle created, came, took the stops here, drove price lower. See, now price is waiting for the 609 or 607. It will just stay possibly here until that minute arrives, unless it's really in a hurry to come back to this level here. If it is, might even not stop.
Order filled.
Okay, so I got out with the partial. And now what I will do, since I already have 237, so I came from 89 to 237, I'll do like this. I'll put my stop at break even here, which is almost 70 points, and will wait for it to achieve my objectives down below here. Even allow this to become middle threshold of this 0.3, 0.20 TGIF. Since we had a very big movement over 1,000 points, I'm expecting at least to arrive also at this level. So 950.3 quarters, 951, 51 and 3 quarters. So this will be my next partial, which is the consequent encroachment between these two levels. And we have some new opening gaps lines over there, and the week, may I recall, we just opened here at 20,001. Where was it? 200, sorry, 20,139 and 3 quarters. So imagine coming all the way down here, but I'm not expecting that. So just want to take my partial on these relative equal lows. So this is buy side. Much before the half of the move, so I'm not expecting, unless I'm wrong, but to have the a complete half of the move retraced in just one day. I think it's too bullish to do that, but one never knows. So I'll be satisfied if we come back to the TGIF, and that's it. So keep in touch. Hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next episode. So we are now entering the fair value gap on a 1 hour. So we are almost touching it. So price is just meandering around, but it's completely bearish now. So price just dismantling itself. So we have all this big down move still to make until to this order blocks here, which is a 4-hour order block there, one there and another there. Then we have all this important order block that pushed the price higher. So this is a very sensitive zone with this sell side imbalance, because this has been validated as a valid order block. So it's a 4-hour very potent bullish order block 4-hour high probability. Why? Because we came above, we took sell side, there's this huge fair value gap on the daily. On the 4-hour we have just a fair value gap here. If price wants to come to the middle of the range, need to swallow all this buy side imbalance, but I believe it might come just to this level, potentially touch the middle of it or even this one, and even not touch the order block. Let's see what price will do. So I'll be stopping my because this may take a lot of time. So we have until the open to allow this movement to happen. So this is 1 hour candle, so 1 hour, 2 hours, so just 1 hour, and then another hour, so I'll be not stuck in this video for 2 hours. Well, keep in touch. Let's see the outcome after.